It's Thursday, September 17th, 2020, and here's your Daily Takes News Burst. Brought to you this week by Edge Messaging.
Public health officials in Dane County are not happy that the Big Ten Conference will begin a 9-game football schedule next month. This will include at least 4 games in Madison's Camp Randall Stadium between October 23rd and the middle of December. After yesterday's announcement by the Big Ten, Public Health Madison and Dane County issued a statement recommending that UW students and people in Dane County do not gather with others to watch Badger football games. Public Health Madison and Dane County does not have authority over the UW-Madison campus, including Camp Randall Football Stadium, but it asserts it does have authority to limit gatherings outside of the stadium. COVID-19 case numbers for Dane County have skyrocketed since UW resumed classes this fall, but that has not led to an increase in hospitalizations. In general, individuals under the age of 50 require treatment and hospitalization at a much lower rate than older adults. Wisconsin's gross property tax levies saw their largest percentage increase in more than a decade on last December's bills, the nonpartisan Wisconsin Policy Forum has found. The forum notes, however, that robust growth in property values actually caused tax rates to decrease statewide for the 6th straight year. In addition, the state saw a 5.6% rise in the January 2020 property values that will be used for this year's upcoming tax bills, the second largest increase in more than a decade. The findings come from the forum's new 2020 property values and taxes data tool, which features data for all of Wisconsin's 72 counties and 1,852 cities, villages, and towns. However, all of these figures reflect conditions before the COVID-19 pandemic and do not capture any of the potential impacts of the ensuing economic downturn. A sign of bipartisanship in Fond du Lac County. The local leaders of the Fond du Lac County Democratic and Republican parties have issued a joint statement condemning the vandalism, theft, and destruction of yard signs. Destruction of political signs is not only wrong, it is against the law, they wrote. The right of people to express themselves is embedded in our Constitution. A political yard sign expresses an opinion, and that needs to be respected. No one has the right to go onto private property to take or vandalize signs. Candidates and campaign volunteers put money, time, and effort into our democratic process during an election cycle. People need to respect that effort and leave the yard signs alone. Fond du Lac County DA Eric Toney notes that if charged as a crime, the maximum penalty for theft and vandalism of a political yard sign could be up to 9 months in jail and a $10,000 fine. Complaints will be adjudicated on a case-by-case basis, he said. And now for a look at today's COVID-19 data from the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. In the last 24 hours, Wisconsin has recorded 2,034 new cases, which shatters the previous one-day record count of new cases. The state reports 68 new hospitalizations and 3 new deaths. Today's test positivity rate was 17.8%. The death toll for COVID-19 in Wisconsin since the start of the pandemic this spring now stands at 1,231.
This news burst was brought to you by Edge Messaging, a communications and strategic consulting firm located in Waukesha, Wisconsin. For more information, go to edgemessaging.com.